Hey, welcome to the channel, everybody. It is officially May 1st, 2025. Man, this year is flying. It's Thursday afternoon. Say hello to Milo again. He's hanging out with us. Welcome in. Hey, everybody. Poshmark, who put out their excessive relisting policy last week, this week on Monday afternoon, evening, made some more clarity for it. So a lot of people asking what exactly did the excessive delisting and relisting and getting your account suspended policy mean? And so we're going to go over it. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. They put it on their blog site and their website. I'll put it up there so you can read along. Let me fix the camera here on my desk and we will talk about it. So here it is, the policy update on excessive listing removal. So many of you watched that video. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And last week we announced the excessive listing removal policy. We've heard and sincerely appreciate your feedback on this policy. Obviously, they had a ton of people. Everyone that watched my video said they went and left feedback. So I know people watching other videos and doing it on their own left feedback as well. Ahead of the May 1st policy launch, which is today, officially today, we want to provide clear guidance on what is allowed and confirm that thoughtfully refreshing your closet is encouraged. Let me say that again. Thoughtfully refreshing your closet is encouraged. What does that mean? You can refresh listings that have not sold for 60 plus days. You are welcome to refresh older listings to keep your closet vibrant and up to date. This policy is about how often you revisit your listings and not how you do it. Improve your refresh listings, add new photos, update titles and descriptions, or use SmartList AI to enhance your listings. Use in-app features to reach shoppers. Price drop and offer to likers are great ways to boost visibility. Of course, we all know that, I think. Remove listings when they're no longer available. If your item sells elsewhere out of stock, you can of course delete it. And continue using the copy listing feature. Copy listings can be used to create similar listings anytime or to refresh existing listings after 60 days. So a lot of people like to take a listing and then when it gets old, they copy it, they make a duplicate of that listing and then they delete the old one, right? So after 60 days. What we are discouraging, excessive deletion and relisting of the same items, which is relisting them in fewer than 60 days. Behavior that circumvents fair discovery. Any action intended to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. Any action. As the marketplace evolves, so do our policies. Refreshing your listings remains an important part of a successful selling strategy. Our goal is to ensure it's done in a way that benefits the entire community. Together, we can keep Poshmark fresh, fair, and full of authentic discovery. Thank you for being part of the community, working with us to make Poshmark even better. Please continue to share your feedback here with us. They leave a link, which I'll link this down below as always. There is a place to leave comments, but not really seeing anywhere that you can read the comments. I guess that just goes to them. Here's the crazy thing. It doesn't say anything about bots, auto sharing, or auto relisting. So obviously if you have bots doing like relisting work, it would have to be less than or older than 60 days. If you have bots doing auto sharing, which most people do, they have bots that just share their closet. This says any action intended to gain an unfair search or marketing advantage. Sharing your closet is helping your closet in search and marketing. That's the whole point of it. Is bots that auto share them unfair? Is that something that is going to give you an advantage over other people that are not paying for a bot service? It could be deemed that. They haven't said that clean and clear and concise. If somebody has asked Poshmark and got an answer about Autobot sharing, I would like to see it because it doesn't say it, right? And if we go to Poshmark terms of service bots, if you actually Google this, right? And it comes up with a bunch of sponsored results. But if you actually scroll down to the Poshmark terms of service on their actual website and you look at their terms of service, right? So it says suspending, terminating, modifying your access. Let me throw a screenshot up here and I'm going to show you exactly what it says in the actual terms of service on their actual website. Okay, so the first thing is under section 4, and I'll link this as well down below. Section 4 has a part that says, and it's under 4B, following the laws of Poshmark, which says you cannot copy, scrape, harvest, crawl, or use any technology, software, or automated systems to collect any information or data for the service. That doesn't say you can't use them to share your closet. It says you just can't collect data So you're not supposed to be using services that are going to like pull all this information out, right? Like people might say, I want to pull all of Poshmark sales for the last 7 days on red dresses. You're not supposed to use something to do that. And then when you scroll down the rest of it, it doesn't say anything else. So I'm scrolling the entire terms of service. 5 is about the use of mobile devices and other third-party software. This is just talking about that you are responsible for your mobile device use and any fees you might incur from the App Store, from mobile minutes or whatever it is. The use of App Store software applications. You acknowledge and agree these terms are solely between you and Poshmark, so this says nothing about it. Your content, your responsibility, your license to content, royalty-free, so giving them permission, whatever you put on there. Not infringing on other people's intellectual property. Your content is public. We know that. Intellectual property rights, complaints, third-party service and content. You may access or use services or content provided by third parties when using our service. Poshmark is not responsible for such third-party service or content, and the third-party services will be governed by a third-party term and conditions. And your access to the third party. The service may enable you to access certain services that are offered by third-party providers, including through links to third-party sites, video, email, telephone communications outside of the Poshmark platform. Social networks you connect your account to under the share settings pages are third-party software. So if you share your stuff to Facebook, for example, that would be third-party. Your dealings or correspondence with them are between you and them, not with Poshmark. You're solely responsible for the access of third parties applicable. It doesn't say anything about using a third-party bot. Third-party and user content. Content you access through third-party services is also third-party content. Distribute them, copy them, modify them. It just says any of that sort of stuff. You agree that you assume all risks when you're doing business with another third party, like a Facebook or something. Your purchase and your sales. As a seller, it doesn't say anything there. Fees, fee modification, prohibited items, purchases, payments, taxes, shipping, returns, all the stuff that you can basically think would be inside of a terms of service is under terms of service. But there is literally nothing about, there's disputes, there's the legal arbitration, indemnifications, opting out of arbitrations, governing laws, disputes with other users, their right to suspend and terminate your account for any reason. Basically, they have the right to hold your funds pending any litigation, changes to agreements, miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is where I thought maybe I would find it. Trade and economic sanctions and export controls, electronic communication and documentation, severability and no waivers, headings and interpretations, terms specific to your location, California Civil Code, which you people in California should know, and their notices to you. There is literally nothing about bot services in this terms of service, which is dated October 3rd, 2024. You can see the prior version by opening it in a new tab, which is pretty interesting. That one was February of 2024. And so you can go back and you can read through these, minors needing permission, account transfers, the use of service and interactions, all this good stuff. I couldn't find anything in the last 2. I'm not going to go back and read every single update that Posh has done for the last 5 or 6 years. You're welcome to do that. If you find it, you can tell me the last time you see it. But in the current version of the terms of services, there's nothing about the bots. However, they have updated this policy, which doesn't show up in this one yet, saying any action intended to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. So they could basically interpret that however they feel necessary. So just a word of warning, if you use bots or auto lister tools, it doesn't say specifically, but if Posh deems it's unfair, then they certainly could give you a warning or suspend your account for some period of time. So just proceed with caution. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's the Poshmark update. Appreciate you guys watching as always. It means a lot to me. If you could check out the links below, there's going to be a lot of helpful links. There's going to be this link to the Poshmark site so you can check out these terms and these policy updates. I'll make sure it's down below. Also the links to all my wonderful sponsors here, the listing service, my cross-listing team over at LP, and of course my reseller Genie who does bookkeeping and accounting for resellers. Check out all those great links, including a new one to a podcast that I have launched. That is below as promised. I'll put it down there below. But please know that that podcast has nothing to do with this reselling channel. We do mention some business and reselling stuff in it, but it was completely unrelated, just something for fun that if you guys want to check out, you can. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. It is officially Thursday, May 1st, 2025, and I'll see you guys next time.